Good evening, everyone, and welcome to the Big Blue Unfiltered Podcast, talking New York Giants football and the NFL. Here now is Ian Campbell, Brian Gallagher Jr., and Greg Rommel.
Once again, we are back from hiatus. We are back.
We are back.
That was a good crack, too.
It was.
Might have been one of our best.
And we finally have a real content episode.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
It is, what would you say, about a week into training camp?
Yeah.
A week
about
and a half.
week and a
Or
half.
so.
Yep.
Give or
Tonight's
take.
the Hall of Fame game.
Yep. Jets,
Browns. Zach Wilson shows Aaron Rodgers who the real quarterback is.
I think the real person we want to look at is Kellen Mond here.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Is he? Oh, he was a Viking, right?
Yeah, he was.
I think so.
How do you end up on the Browns? Like it's just
They cut him.
Yeah, probably cut him.
Brutal. But we definitely have some good stuff for you today. So we're going to jump right into it. So we're going to start with the Around the League segment, as we normally do. So the first thing Connor put together for us here is that the NFL is considering XFL kickoffs as a model for future rule changes. What do we think?
Please enlighten me.
Yeah,
on
let's
the
brief
XFL.
let's go through,
explanation
yeah.
for those that don't know. You got it?
Yeah, so basically right now the NFL kicks off from their own 35-yard line, and kicking team players can begin running from that line only after the ball has been kicked. In the revived XFL, however, kickoffs occur at the 30-yard line with players other than the kicker lined up at the receiving team's 35. Only the kicker and the returner, meanwhile, can move the ball before it is touched by the returner. That's interesting.
I'm trying to picture like what this looks like.
I didn't watch a single
Yeah.
XFL game.
Basically, because you got 11 guys, so you're going to probably have one returner.
Yeah.
And then you have 10 guys in front of him with 9 guys coming at him because you have just the kicker at that point because you're not going to need a holder for kickoffs.
I just like it the way it is. Like it's already
Yeah.
like I mean, what? How many touchbacks are there? 70%?
Well,
I
I think
mean-
it's going to be more this year because I think they picked up the college rules. So if they fair catch anywhere inside the 20 or 25, it goes to the
they
25.
do that thing.
Yeah, which is ridiculous.
I don't know.
I don't
I know
mind
they
it.
well they did it to get rid of injuries.
Yeah.
And other than maybe Johnny Knox getting folded like a lawn chair 10 years ago.
Bring back the wedge.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
come on.
where have all these injuries been coming from? I mean, they might be on kickoffs, concussions, but I feel like
it's
I'm not
probably-
watching games and seeing guys go down every other play.
Honestly, it probably doesn't get a whole lot of attention because like a lot of those guys are strictly on kickoff, and they probably just like drag them off the field
Yeah,
and
they're
put
just
them in the tank.
fringe
Yeah.
guys. But I don't know. Just stop fiddling with the
Yeah,
rules
let's not mess it up too much,
and
like,
just fix the pass interference.
Just play ball.
because it's still an important piece of the game. Like there's still action that happens. Like Devin Hester taking that kickoff in the Super Bowl. That was insane. Like
Yeah.
Like we need that.
But why is punts not being changed? Because only 2 guys are
Yeah, it's,
running after the
You could
receiver?
argue punts are even more dangerous because
Yeah, because for the most part, it's a free shot.
yeah.
You don't have 10 guys blocking for it.
And a lot of those guys get like lost in that pile. Like
Yeah.
when it comes, like they can't see. They don't know where they're
Exactly.
going. Yeah.
But yeah, so we're all agreeing. Just keep kickoffs.
Just keep it the
old
same.
school.
Keep it the same.
Beautiful.
Back in my day.
We are back to Jonathan Taylor.
Ah, yes.
Jeez.
So this whole saga is kind of hilarious in a way because Jim Irsay is just being Jim Irsay. And,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, do we think he has a back injury, Jonathan Taylor?
No.
No?
I don't think so.
I don't know. We have no idea, and I think that's the beauty of it.
Or
that
even if he does, I don't think it's as serious as what the team is making it sound
So
like.
what year of his deal
But
is he on?
if the Colts get caught failing a physical on purpose, they're fucked, aren't they?
They have to.
Do we put it past Jim Irsay to do that?
No, but
Nah, he's a loose
but
cannon.
that's not the point.
Yeah.
Like this could be a major issue.
But is Jonathan Taylor? What's he? going into his third year.
Yeah, I believe so. I think
I
he's
can't remember
this year and then 2 more.
He's holding out because he wants a contract. Was he a first round pick?
Who extends?
I don't even think he was holding out. I think he met with Jim Irsay to discuss a future contract.
Gotta know.
And Irsay basically told him to go fuck himself.
Yeah, and now he's like, I'm out of here. But, like, honestly, how many running backs come to the table and say, hey, in my third year of my rookie deal.
Well, true.
Like,
After 2 years, I want a big
Yeah.
contract.
kinda
But
silly.
that's kind of
Yeah.
what you should do as a running back. Try to get the extension now, buy out those 2 years,
yeah,
and
I
then
guess
tack
so.
2-3 years onto that for like nothing.
Yeah, I
What?
mean, the
Connor
logical
made a
side.
face.
Yeah.
He's a free agent after this season.
Oh, okay.
So
Sorry.
yeah, I can
Sorry,
see why.
Jonathan.
What round was he drafted in? It had to be.
I think he was
I guess
a third round pick, second or third.
He was nasty.
Well, while
in
Connor
college.
looks that up, I mean, he was. I want to say second or third,
Probably.
but
Yeah.
I don't get why these guys think they're going to get paid
Yeah, like it's.
when you could draft a guy in the 5th that can do 90% of what you can for 10% of the price.
Yeah, I know that kind of segues us
Is
like
it
into
second
the
round
running
pick?
back situation, but like, yeah, it's just not. It's not
Yeah.
happening. Like, and kind of
Barkley
rightfully
got
so.
lucky; he got paid.
Well, Barkley got multiple chances too. to
Yeah,
get
yeah.
paid.
He's like, I don't want that much money. I want more money. I
That
want more
was-
money. And then
there's no way that's
And
not
then he
his
took the
agent.
tag with what $900,000 worth of incentives.
It's I
And $2 million
believe
up front,
I believe
pretty
it's like a $500,000 more than the tag would have been,
It, barely any money.
and the tag's fully guaranteed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So he's an idiot, and now
Yeah.
he's a free agent again next year, a year older.
He's gone.
Why wouldn't he be?
Or they tag him again and do the same thing.
So what? You looked up Jonathan Taylor, Jim Irsay. Colts owner Jim Irsay spends nearly 5 times Jonathan Taylor's salary to save whale.
Oh,
Remember we
no.
brought that up? Jim Irsay saved the
yeah,
whale.
we went over this.
So I guess whatever he spent to do that is 5 times more than Jonathan Taylor makes.
Yikes. Yeah. Okay, that's a bad.
That's
look.
why it's
yeah,
so
we might
fun.
be on Jonathan Taylor's side. Yeah,
$20 million to save the whale. That's hilarious.
it's probably a tax write-off.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Oh, let me here. You're a charity. Here's $20 million to
Here's
save
20
that
mil.
one
I gotta,
whale.
Yeah, I gotta write some money.
Can I?
off
You
here.
got a tax form for me to fill
yeah.
out?
Oh, that's too fun.
You put the running back situation. Is it basically this whole conversation, paychecks and everything? Yeah.
This
pretty
saga.
much. Yeah.
Because Josh Jacobs isn't. I don't think he's a camp.
He'll show up week 1 like Barkley planned to. Which, first of all, he's honestly, I love Saquon, but he's soft as baby shit.
Yeah, he
So first
he
off,
folded
you
quick.
refuse to take the contract Shane gives you, which is rumored to be up to like
He had
$13.5 million,
three different offers. I
Yes.
think.
with like a peak of 13.5 a year. So you're looking up to maybe 45 a year if you include some incentives
Yeah.
and everything. 3 years, $45 million. We'll say that as a high number. Then you don't take it. The Giants tag you because they say, well, you're not just going to walk. You demand a trade and then say that you didn't. I think he absolutely asked for a trade.
I
Just-
don't know.
Even just to
I
put
don't
some
know.
heat on the Giants.
I
Maybe
don't
he never
know.
wanted to get traded, but it was like, okay, explore some trades.
I think
And nobody wanted him.
I think Saquon gave his agents like a lot of power. Like, hey, try to negotiate me through this, and they might have been like, hey, do you want us to play this card of like,
Yeah.
like let's request for a trade, let's see what happens. But in Saquon's defense, I do give him some credit for being like, it's easy to play hardball when it's like before camp, and then all of a sudden it's like, shit, like,
I
am I
know.
really gonna do this?
I think his agents played too hardball.
yeah, way too
Yeah.
hard,
And
way too hard.
he
Yeah.
suffered because of it. He could have
Yeah.
signed a 3-year deal worth at the lowest $12 million. He would have gotten $36 million.
But you know what?
On top of the, I believe, 50 he's already made as a player.
It's so
plus
hard.
the
off the field, he's
sponsorships he
probably
had. Like he's
crushing.
a $100 million guy.
Yeah,
It's so
easily.
hard to pay these running backs now because you look in college, these top running backs
It's a
that
lot
come,
of wear and
that come
tear.
out, they're used religiously,
Yep.
and then even on like returns and stuff.
And Saquon was
Yeah.
a workhorse in college.
Yeah.
Yep.
He was an absolute workhorse.
You're already, their knees are already shot from 4 years.
It's not even the knees.
Yeah.
It's just the whole body.
Yeah.
And I feel
But-
like it happens all at once.
Yeah.
Like everything just
Yep.
crumbles.
But all that just to be like, yeah, I might not play week 1. We'll see.
I
And
know.
then one day a camp goes by and he's like, never mind.
but we do love Saquon, and we're happy he's back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. I mean, I love it. And I just think he's a loser for taking the 1-year deal.
Yeah.
Like, great. The guy making $11 million a year is a loser. But the context of it and what he could have had, he's an idiot.
You should have, mistake. Yep.
Speaking to the other running backs who don't have contracts right now, do we think Zeke is holding out for more money, or does he just want to try to find the right situation?
I'm sure he's gotten an offer or two, probably like, a year, 2 years, like maybe 3-4 a year. But I think he might be one of those guys that signs right before the season. Maybe he's hoping for a running back to tear his ACL in camp, and then like, I'm available.
You got to remember, he's made a ton of money.
Yeah, he got his deal.
So like he can kind of, to your point, kind of wait it out, and maybe he doesn't want to go through camp.
If I'm Zeke, I have my agent call Kansas City and be like, any interest?
Yeah, or Buffalo.
Yeah.
Be like,
or even Cincinnati.
want me to be a third down back? Sure.
Yeah. I'll take a 1-year deal, $3 million to come play for you.
I guarantee you the Cowboys bring him back.
Because Pollard hasn't signed yet either.
You. Yeah.
No, he has.
Has he?
Yeah. He's
Okay.
signed for it. The
And then,
tag,
but
right?
Jacobs hasn't.
Jacobs,
so that's-
Jacobs has apparently left to Las Vegas. He
Wow.
is not even in the state. Yeah.
So Jacobs and Dalvin are the last pieces to fall.
Yep.
And Dalvin can go anywhere at any time.
Well, he's going to be
he visited.
I'm surprised he hasn't signed anywhere yet.
There was something I think I saw it on TV today or something. I think he's holding out to find the right situation. I don't know if it's about money.
I thought he was a Jet. Like I thought
he
this-
visited.
He
the
visited.
Jets.
but he
Yeah.
said
He also
they basically
visited the
said it's
Pats,
done.
and he didn't visit the Dolphins, even though everyone was like, he's going to be a Dolphin.
Oh, unless he's gonna visit them, I
He
don't know.
might. I don't know.
That would be.
I think
I do think these guys are waiting for that call from Kansas City, Buffalo, teams like that.
Yeah, I think he's trying to find the right situation.
Well,
Yep.
Dalvin said he wouldn't do Buffalo because his brother's there.
Okay, that's fair.
So
You don't
that's
take your brother's
out.
job, which I don't care.
Dude, imagine him in Kansas City.
Yeah,
Holy shit.
just him and Pacheco as a double-headed monster.
That'd be unbelievable.
Couple injuries we have so far. Jalen Ramsey is done
Yep.
for a little while. I
December,
don't think
right?
it's So
He
most,
says he's not done for the year.
it's probably going to be at the earliest 12, 13
That's a big
weeks.
blow
Yeah.
for them. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they're going to be
Sucks.
basically the same team as last year.
Yep. Yep.
Cooper Kupp hit his hamstring.
Yeah, what's going on with that? That was pretty recent.
I
right?
don't want him in fantasy this year. If it's a hammy
late
already,
round
Yeah.
pick.
that's going
They're
to
saying
linger.
he's saying he's going to be ready for week 1, but
gonna linger.
even that's in question.
Yeah.
They're going to rush him back, and then it's just going to be an issue the whole year.
Yep. And then you have Kamara facing suspension.
Saw that.
That finally looks like it's getting some steam.
Yep.
How many games do we think he's going to miss?
I think it was.
I
like
mean, he beat the
4?
hell out of that guy. He almost killed him.
Yeah,
It's probably
six,
going to be 4 to
six.
6.
My guess was going to be
Maybe like play down to like 3.
Yeah, maybe take a
Jeez.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I don't know. But
save some face.
Burrow got hurt.
that was scary for Bengals.
That looked a
fans.
lot
Yeah.
worse. That
The
looked
way
a
he went
lot
down.
worse. Yeah.
Yeah. But he got up and it looked at when the way he walked a little bit afterwards, it looked like a calf. I was thinking Achilles at first.
That's
The
what
way
I
he
thought
pulled
too.
up.
And you couldn't tell because he had that sleeve on.
Yeah.
So like,
Clearly, it's already a problem.
yeah, that seems like a compression sleeve, right?
Yep.
It's like,
So
Is it-
clearly,
was-
he's got a bump calf.
Was that leg the same leg where he
His
got
ACL?
his ACL?
Probably.
I don't know.
If he's
But
wearing
it's
the
his,
sleeve,
it's
I
his
would
push leg.
guess.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that could be
Could
all
be
year.
big.
Could be a thing.
Could be big.
Who's their backup there?
Oh, I don't know. Probably a bum.
It was
Connor, look that up.
Was it McCarron for a little bit?
It was McCann. Maybe it
for a
still
while.
is.
No, I don't think so. Is it?
Let's
maybe
get-
Kyle Allen.
Let's get AJ McCarron back in the NFL. That guy's electric. He was good in the
Yeah.
USFL.
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Did they still have what's his name from NC State? Ryan Finley.
Oh,
They did draft him, I think, remember? I think it was the Trevor Lawrence year. All I know is I saw one game of Ryan Finley at NC State, and I was like, this is the guy I want the Giants to take. I was like, to get him in the 3rd round, and then the guy went like the 7th, and he's just trash.
I know. Isn't that the best when you fall in love with a guy
watched
on a
one
Saturday when
game.
you're like half drunk?
One game I was
You're
up
like,
to-
I want
yeah.
this guy.
I was out to like a lunch, and I saw NC State was up like 60-0, and I'm like, who is this quarterback? And I just
Yeah.
saw him just tossing dots.
It's like one of those it's like one of those
But it was against
6:30 games.
It was
You're
against a
just like-
decent team. It wasn't like
Yeah.
NC State
Yeah.
versus like Old Dominion.
Yeah,
It's like
I
NC
love
State
that.
versus I want to say whoever they were playing was green, but it wasn't like Marshall.
It's the best.
No, Toledo's blue and yellow.
Michigan State.
And maybe it was Tulsa.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember. But it was somebody, I thought I remember watching. I was like, that team's not awful. NC State's just kind of going off.
USF?
Possibly. Maybe anyone out there, correct
Could've
me if
been
I'm wrong,
USF,
if you remember that game or look it up.
Marshall.
That was Marshall. No, I don't think it was Marshall. I want to say it was
Great
Green.
movie.
Try to look it up. Just look at NC State's schedule the past couple of years and get back to us when you get it. So it would have been the 2018 season.
I want to touch on this one more time.
Yeah.
But like a nice 10 o'clock Pac-12 game
Yeah.
when you're like,
Yep.
you've been drinking a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
You
Yep.
see a quarterback, you're like, that's our guy.
Yeah.
And then you realize there's no defense in the Pac-12.
What is left?
Did you
of the
guys see that
Pac-12?
Trayvon Diggs and Dak clip?
I did.
Yeah.
He's talking a little smack to him, right?
Now,
Well,
I
Dak
will
sucks.
say, devil's advocate.
Is that what you get when you get 5 years, $98 million? Is that what happened?
It was Marshall? No. The NC State, I swear, had like 60 points. Maybe it was Syracuse. It could have been Louisville. It was one of those games. Yeah. Ryan Finley. But it's a football practice. I mean, Diggs, Dak. Let's be real. It could be just football shit talk.
But do you think
Dak does suck.
you think Adoree Jackson would come up to DJ and say something like that to him? I don't think so.
God, no.
Yeah.
God, no.
There is a tweet that I saw earlier
Ooh.
today from Braden Jacobs about this situation.
Okay.
Let me pull that up.
NFL insider.
That's our guy.
Well, I'm going to respect Braden Jacobs' opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Heck yeah.
Well, he was just talking about the situation. He was saying something about
He's having trouble
something
finding it.
about Diggs. He was like,
Yeah.
yeah, no,
Come
I
on.
did. I think he deleted it actually. Because he was saying
Oh, so it's not true.
he was saying like I've never seen another player say that to their own quarterback. Like imagine someone saying that to Eli or one of your guys. That's weird.
I have to imagine that's kind of that's over the line.
I was
Yeah.
gonna say that.
You could have linebackers and running.
Yeah.
You could have Bobby O and Saquon going at
Or
it.
did you see the clip when Banks shut down? Who I
Yeah.
think it passed to
That's
Slayton and
okay.
he pushed him down.
But yeah,
But to a quarterback, it's different.
it's
Oh,
different. Yeah, because that's your guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, no.
I mean,
yeah.
you should. He's not that good.
He isn't
Did you?
good.
If you listen to it though, you can hear when he's scrambling. You can hear coaches "Come on, Dak!"
yeah.
Did you see that pick he threw? Ooh.
Yeah,
Yikes.
he's not a good quarterback.
He's not good.
He played behind one of the best offensive lines in the past 20 years for multiple years.
Ian could go behind that line and be okay.
Yeah, my shoulder's shot.
Yeah.
The quarterback documentary, we all saw that.
It was good.
I think some of us saw a couple episodes, but I liked
Couple
it.
episodes.
Yeah.
I would die for Kirk Cousins. Honestly, Mahomes, Cousins, Mariota, you can't not like any of them.
Oh, how about the
Mahomes
Mariota
is the
thing?
man. Yeah.
I never realized when they said, okay, yeah, we're going to go with Ritter.
Yeah.
And then magically, oh, yeah, I'm going to get my knee fixed now.
Yeah,
It's crazy. Yeah.
What are you doing?
but so there was the rumor that the New York quarterbacks were going to do it. Allen, Rodgers, and Jones.
Mm-hmm.
And it turns out that's not true.
Ooh, interesting.
So Joe Burrow is supposedly in for season 2.
Okay.
But I don't think it's confirmed. I think
Confirmed.
it's just Burrow saying I would do it.
Okay.
There's
But-
got to be some sort of confirmation because I feel like they got to start filming soon.
Well, we were talking earlier. I mean, I feel like Lamar would be fun to watch.
There's old Kirk. It's our guy.
Oh yeah, Lamar would be a fun watch.
Mm-hmm.
Herbert wouldn't do it. I think he said
I don't think he'd be fun.
Jones would be boring.
Yeah, Jones.
He has no family life.
Well, not even that.
no, it's he's probably just hanging out in Hoboken.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not.
And then
So allegedly
who else-
rejected.
I'm trying to think.
Who else is around?
Rodgers would be.
I don't think
wild.
Rogers would do it.
So
He wouldn't
guys
do it, but he'd be wild.
Guys rumored
Yeah.
to have rejected are Dak, Burrow, and Fields.
Rejected?
Yeah, rumored to. And I don't think there's even a season 2 in the works.
Honestly,
yet.
I think Brian makes a point though. I think it does need to be guys with part of the cool thing was seeing Kirk Cousins after a game hanging out by the fire with his kid.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? After getting the shit kicked out of him.
Mm-hmm.
And then same thing with Mahomes and Mariota. That was kind of cool. You see them as
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it'd be cool no matter who they get, but you got to get guys with some personality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Stafford, maybe.
Yeah. I'm going to
Derek
let you
Carr.
take this one because I didn't see this headline, the Travis Kelce mustache thing.
Yeah, that was a little weird. I was just scrolling in the morning on Twitter, and I saw the NFL tweeted about Travis Kelce's mustache. I don't really understand it.
I
didn't even know he had a stash.
Yeah, neither did I.
I saw it, and they were like, "Look at his mustache! Like he shaved." And everyone in the comments was like, "This is not worth a post at all. Like this is stupid."
Apparently, he shot a shot with Taylor Swift, though.
I did
Nice.
see that as well.
Good for him. That's a
But
good move.
I had to put that in because it was just so stupid of a topic. Like, why are we talking about a mustache?
Love it.
And that shows strength.
Can I also say that
so true.
I don't like Travis Kelce.
Really?
That I think he's a little soft, and I think he's a bit of a diva. Like the whole mustache thing, and he gets all this attention. He is the tight end J.J. Watt.
Oh boy. Oh boy.
Ooh.
Oh no.
Tell me that's not accurate, though.
I don't know. I've always liked Travis.
Like, dude loves
Yeah.
being in the
Yeah.
media.
Well,
Like, he'll
I mean,
start something on the field and then immediately be like, "Oh, sorry."
What'd you see? He was throwing shots at
Yeah,
people in training
and then
camp,
came
too.
out and was like, "Oh, I should be a better leader and a better teammate." It's like, dude, that wasn't even a close play. Like you caught the ball 2 yards away from the guy, and then he came up to you,
Started
and
getting in a
just
brawl.
barely touched your shoulder pads, and you you swung at him. Like, what are you doing? It's not like he was on top of you or he hit you. It's like this dude was just close to you and you swung at him.
He would be. I think it's a good thing he's in Kansas City. Like if he was in a big market, he'd be a massive problem.
He'd be a villain,
yeah, yeah.
like J.J. Watt. should
not
have
like a
been his whole
problem,
career.
but like you know what I mean.
Yeah.
Like yeah.
And then I threw this one in at the end because we were talking about it before. The whole Tampa Bay situation with their quarterback.
Oh yeah.
There's rumors that Trask is kind of beating out Baker right now. And
Just
I
find it hard to believe.
Yeah, and then I did bring it up. I mean, Baker's been there for 6-7 days,
yeah,
and Trask has been there for a year. Like, even with Brady, Trask was still practicing with those guys.
dude, what a Baker, just 4 teams in
I know.
couple seasons. It's just wild. Like,
Can you even count the Browns? They're such a dysfunctional organization with quarterbacks that,
But-
a guy goes there.
I
and
feel like if he went to a better team,
if he went somewhere and sat for a year
I think he's just
and
a
then
backup.
took over,
I think he's just a backup.
he was
Which is
one of my
fine.
favorite quarterbacks
I think
in
he's
college.
like a below average quarterback, but not. Like
Here's the problem. He
he'd
got
be, in my
worse.
opinion, like
That's
a
the
16
problem.
to 25 kind of guy.
Yeah,
Like a guy that you're like, oh, if Baker's he's like people used to think about Goff.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like the team around him has to be good, but Goff has proven that he's a good quarterback. Where Baker
Yeah.
is like if the O line is good and he has a run game and good receivers, he'll be all right. Like he's not
so
going to
he's
win you the
Dak
Super Bowl.
Prescott.
Yeah.
He's worse than Dak in my opinion, but
Yeah.
he's
no,
not
yeah.
like
Dak's-
Baker's not going to win. He'll win you a game.
Yeah.
It'll be one of those like last year with the Rams. He was there for 2 days and led that game-winning drive.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
Because Baker does have that dog in him.
He has that
Dak
it
is
factor
also
He's
the
just not a very-
56th ranked player in the top 100.
Ridiculous. The top 100 is a joke.
It's absurd. Yeah.
So let's move on to some Giants news.
Yeah,
and
let's do it.
Here
Here we go.
Giants podcast. So we talked Barkley. We like it.
Yep.
Yep.
We
Good
also think
1-year
he's
deal.
an idiot for not taking the 3-year deal.
That's
Yep.
okay though.
Greg, you can take this one. This is your boy.
Andrew
You're-
Thomas,
very
big
happy about
extension.
this.
Oh, yeah.
This is, I mean, hell of a move. We all didn't think it was going to come till probably next year.
Yeah.
Honestly. So I mean, you lock him in for how many years? 5. What
I
was
think
it?
until he's 29.
29. So he could potentially
How many
cash
more
out
years,
for a second
including
big
this season,
contract.
Connor? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 years, including
great.
this one.
And also on top of that, apparently he's lights out in camp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, not top
no
100.
no
not,
surprise
Not
there.
top 100 player.
No
though.
surprise.
No.
Yeah, not a top 100 player though. I guarantee you he's in the
course
top
not.
20 next year.
What do we think of him taking the deal and what he said about it? Where I want to get my money, so if I get hurt, I don't get screwed.
I mean, it's
What
honest.
do we think about the, not lack of confidence, but the awareness?
I think
would
it's
say.
a good.
I think it's a lot of
conservative-
self-awareness.
I
It's
think
a
it's a
good
lot of
conservative
self-awareness.
move.
Yeah.
You're seeing that a lot in baseball now, especially
Yeah.
with the Braves giving all these young guys the big contracts now,
Yep.
and all these young guys are like, "Yeah, I'll take that,"
Yep.
because God knows what
Yeah,
what
I mean,
happens.
you
One
have
year
to.
could,
And
one year
he's
you're
gonna
great,
be,
and next
he's
year
gonna be
you
31.
next year you blow out a knee, and
Yeah.
you're not worth anything.
He's going to be 31 when he's a free agent. So, like, as a tackle, he's still got another 5-6 year deal left in his future.
Oh, yeah, easily. I mean, I think the honesty is, like, I could see how, like, right out of the gate, you're like, whoa, what do you mean you're going to get hurt? But, like, let's be real.
You never
like,
know.
He could snap his leg in half.
He's been hurt most of his career.
Yeah, like, smart move.
Yeah.
Glad to have him.
Yes. Let's see. Waller is basically not allowed to practice anymore because he's too good.
He's just dominating people.
Yeah. I mean, I get it. You know, you can't jam him at the line yet because pads are just barely on. It's not really full practice yet. Mm-hmm. And he's just such a coverage issue.
He just looks different out there.
He's as faster as a receiver and as big as a tight end. He's uncoverable.
He looks different.
It's the same reason Travis Kelce puts 1,000 yards up a season.
Yeah.
Like, those guys, when they're fast and big, you can't guard them.
The only major difference between those two is Kelce is just durable.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
The only reason that those guys aren't putting up 1,400 yards every year is because they get double covered or they're blocking half the time.
Yeah, I mean...
Like, if Travis Kelce was lined up as a wide receiver full time, I have no doubt he'd put up 1,500 yards a year.
Yeah. Yep.
But he blocks, or it's a release play where he's got to block for a second or two and then get out.
Yep.
By that point, maybe the rush is there and Mahomes has to dump it, or it's a play action, or just an RPO.
Yeah.
Like, tight ends they're not receivers, so they don't get the targets those guys do.
Yep.
And even still, how many targets does Travis Kelce get a year, Connor? I see you're on Pro Football Reference, so you can probably pull it up real quick. Yeah.
Oh, absolutely.
So that's a wide receiver one.
So
when you got guys like Justin Jefferson
getting targets.
Justin Jefferson probably gets about 180 a year, I think.
Yeah, he had 128 receptions last year.
Yeah. So you're talking 30, 40 plays that Travis Kelce doesn't get.
Yeah.
Yeah, so Justin Jefferson got 184 targets last year.
Jesus Christ.
He had, what was his yards per catch? Yards per reception, 14.1. Let's go to Kelce real quick. So now Kelce with 180 targets would have, what's his yards per catch? 12.2.
Jesus.
So he's basically 2 yards worse than Justin Jefferson,
Yeah.
who is arguably the best receiver in the league.
Yeah.
Like, it's unreal what tight ends can do.
absurd.
It's just the design of the game.
Yeah.
So Waller, my point now, watching how good he is, health provided, dude's going to put a Travis Kelce type.
So
year.
now I'll play devil's advocate here. Now, is Waller that good, or are the linebackers not that good in pass coverage?
A little bit of A, a little bit of B.
Fair enough.
I think Waller, it could be, I'm going to say 60-40 Waller's that good because he's proven it, and 40%, maybe they probably haven't seen a guy like that.
Well, the Giants have never been able to cover tight ends.
But also, like I said,
very
covering
true.
a guy like that, you just can't.
Yeah.
So I'd say 80-20.
You almost have
Waller
to
linebackers.
Yeah, you have to bring like McKinney like up in the to be like physical.
Yep.
Off that. Like if he's
You have
streaking
to double
across,
cover
yeah.
him.
Yeah.
But either way, it's great. J.C. Hassenauer,
He was supposed to compete.
we thought he was going to be the center,
right?
Yeah.
before we drafted JMS.
Yeah.
And then he got hurt. He's done for the year, I think.
Yep.
Oof.
So we signed Sean Harlow.
He looks like
Is he a center?
he looks
I
like
saw
a
that.
lumberjack.
It's like a center guard. Yeah.
Dude
So
looks
just
like
an
a
interior
lumberjack.
lineman.
That's a good move. I mean,
Well, they probably see how
Gotta fill
Bredesen
it.
and JMS are playing at center, and they're like, okay, so we don't need to sign a center. Let's just sign a guy that can move.
also too, do you
In
think
the
there's a
middle.
possibility that they cut Galinsky?
No, I
Save
think
a
they
little
just.
money?
I think they want
I
to
don't
keep
know.
a veteran on the line
Yeah.
because we were saying before.
Lewinsky would be good to have come off the bench.
I'd be
Absolutely.
happy to have him.
If one of the guards goes down and he's stepping in, I'm very
Yeah.
comfortable with
Oh
it.
yeah.
Honestly, he's probably fine with just like being a backup too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But if, like we were saying before, if the line is Thomas, Izudu, JMS, Bredesen, Neal, which is kind of what they've been leaning to recently in camp,
Yeah.
that makes Bredesen our oldest O lineman at 25 years old.
It's insane.
That's nuts.
I mean,
insane.
that's insane.
Yeah.
I love it. I absolutely love it.
Yeah, and JMS, Brian, you were saying that he looks like he's holding up his own against Dex.
Yeah. He's been looking all right so far in camp.
a good breakdown.
I mean, it's a good.
He looks all right.
Yeah, no, they said his,
I'm not. I don't break down the O line here.
You can say that he's standing up to Dex. He's holding. He's not getting blown away. Dex isn't beating him around the edges.
I think it was Greg that brought it up.
I thought it was you.
No,
it was you at least 20 minutes ago.
I did bring it up at one point, but apparently he's holding his own. Like he's very good on his feet.
Yeah.
He's getting pushed back a little bit, but I mean,
he'll put on some NFL size.
That's a better breakdown.
Like I said, he's all right. I said before, all those one-on-ones, it's a pass.
Yeah,
they know it's a pass. They're just going to bull rush you.
Yep.
So,
but it's good to go against Dex.
That's
than any other.
You can't get any better person to go against.
Yeah,
almost in the league.
And I think, like I was saying before, it's not a full practice yet, so you're not really getting a full read on the O lineman or the D lineman. Really, what you're looking at one-on-ones there.
Also, too, how many defensive schemes have a head-up D tackle on the center? It doesn't really happen. Yeah, you're worried about. You want to see JMS move overtake for a guard, and then go second level. That's what you're worried about.
Exactly. Which you won't see until full practices.
Or maybe even a game.
Which is why we haven't heard anything about Barkley or Breida or Gray or the linebackers, really. Mm-hmm. Because until you start running the ball and running actual 11-on-11 plays with full pads.
They can't tackle right now. They're just finding gaps.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's going to be DJ and the receivers that you're hearing highlights about.
Exactly.
Trey Hawkins looks fantastic for a 6th-round guy.
Yep.
Did you see how big he is compared to some of these other corners?
He is huge.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be like a guy they moved to safety with that size, but he sticks.
I know. I'm worried now that we're going to have way too high hopes for him.
I know.
Yeah.
He's 6'3". Like, that's huge.
He's that big?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
And he's sticking.
Shane likes bigger corners. I don't blame him. I think Buffalo even likes the bigger corners as well.
Well, how big is Sauce?
I think he's like 6 foot.
6'1", maybe.
Okay, so that's pretty big.
But I think a lot of guys want that.
6'3".
Sauce 6'3". Yeah.
Okay.
I think they want that like Richard Sherman type corner. The guy that can meet you at the line,
like kind of
stand
the
you
new
up
style corner. Like the Adoree Jacksons of the world are kind of like
the 5'11" guys that are pure coverage guys. Yeah.
Trey White, he's 5'11" as well.
Yeah, but Trey White can't tackle in the run game.
That must have something to do. That probably has something to do with like the 7-on-7 phenomenon.
Yeah,
because
absolutely.
like Sauce probably would have been like a linebacker, like 10 years ago.
It depends how much weight he put on.
He would have beefed up.
He would have been a safety at the very least.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, I like it.
7-on-7 thing. Yeah.
Another corner, our number 1 pick, Deontay Banks.
Yep.
Early on, a little disappointing.
Yep.
Supposedly he was getting beat big time.
Yep.
But
that's all right.
Well, they said as the time has gone on, he's getting better.
It's good.
His technique's getting better. Mm-hmm. He's a dog of a player. I mean, the dude's he's going to be good.
He's a ball hawk.
He's very instinctive.
Yeah.
Did you see that play where he pushed down? So we talked about it when we were talking about Dak, when he pushed Slayton.
Oh, yeah.
He made a good play, and he was all pumped up about it.
Yeah.
But did you also see the play where he had the one-on-one versus Waller?
Oh, yeah.
And Waller
you said he
basically
got dogged, right?
Threw him like a dog.
Yeah.
And then just beat him by like 10 yards.
Yeah, he probably won't be in on tight ends too much, I would imagine.
They're saying that he's been practicing outside a lot, and Adoree has been put in the slot.
Oh, I like that.
And they asked Adoree how he felt about it. He was like, I just want to win. So
well, Adoree's the good thing about he's a very sure tackler.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So you think on like those bubble screens, he can come up and like really make a play.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which is ideal for your slot corner.
Oh my God, there's a huge.
But I think what they've been doing with the defensive backfield, if you're going with the 5 main guys, I think it's been Banks, Hawkins, Adoree, McKinney, and I want to say it's been Pinnock.
Yeah, Pinnock's
not
Pinnock,
McCain, right?
Yeah, no,
McCain's been rotating, but I think Pinnock's kind of taken
been
that.
opposite of McKinney.
Yeah, which
Pinnock had that.
He had that one-handed pick that was huge.
One-handed pick. Yeah.
That was the last.
That was him.
That was the last play of practice.
Yeah, that was nice.
Yeah, that was fantastic. Mm-hmm. Very Beckham-like, as every media outlet called it. Shades of Odell. Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, I will say, if you watch the whole play, DJ was kind of leaning back and just floated it up there.
I think
it was a very hard pass.
I think he would have been sacked on that play too, from what I heard.
It was. The whistle blew and he threw it out.
I think there's been a lot of those.
Yeah, but told at that point, even after the sack, throw a jump ball.
Yeah, still make the throw. Yeah.
Yeah, because it's like you hear the whistle, throw a jump ball.
Yeah.
Because they get practice in the backfield.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mentioned it before. The O-line is being switched up a bunch.
Yep.
But it kind of seems like they're settling in with JMS at center. I think Azudu's taking the left guard job.
Love that.
The tackles are anchored. Speaking of tackles, Neal looks a lot better, but he's still struggling with speed a little bit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It seems like he's still trying to adjust, but apparently overall he's able to recover a little bit better.
Yep. I saw
Than straight up getting routed.
I saw.
And I think getting into like preseason games, he might when you get to like actual game speed, I think he might be able to kind of get a sense.
I think
where he needs to improve.
Yeah, I think
more
he
with
needs
his feet and all that.
I think he still needs like a good 2 preseason games in him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I saw a rep with Ojolari
yeah.
that he beat him on the outside easy, but Neal recovered and kind of just kept him.
Yeah, kept
deep.
pushing him out.
Yeah. And Aziz ended up on the ground. I mean, if the play kept going, Aziz would have gotten to the quarterback, but it was at least long enough that you could get a quick throw off.
Yeah, at least he got on his hip and
Yeah.
like pushed him.
Yeah,
outward.
like DJ could
Yeah.
step up to the right.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So, I think he'll be fine in the end.
There's some positives. Yep.
Yeah. Speaking of DJ, he looks very comfortable back
Yes.
there.
He does.
He's supposedly throwing absolute missiles.
Dude,
Yeah,
all
he's
the
throwing a
videos,
lot harder
strong
so far.
football.
Yeah. I mean, the offense with Kafka, and is this the first time he's going to have an offense coordinator 2 years in a row?
I think
that's not
this is
Jason
the
Garrett?
no. I think it's the second.
Well,
time.
no, that's not Jason Garrett.
Yes. Yeah.
And that doesn't count because Jason
Yeah, that
Garrett
wasn't
was
even a
running
full
like a
season.
1993
Yeah.
offense.
Yeah. But
Oh, Billy
this
McKinney
is the
hit a
second
homer.
time he's going into.
Oh, really? Cool.
And, wait, who just homered? Oh yeah.
Supposedly
Oh,
Stanton
there
did
you
too.
go.
That's it. Give Brian Cashman a lifetime contract.
Yeah, Darius Slayton was saying, like, you can't underestimate how important
Speaking
having
of Slayton,
same guy in the ear.
yeah. Have you
2
seen he's
years.
been working on his hands?
No,
Has he?
Yeah. So he
Let's
spent
see it in
all-
game speed.
Well, he spent all off season doing hands drills.
Yeah.
Oh.
Like not because he said he watched all his film and he's noticing he's not stopping the ball. Like even when Slayton was making
Just
catches,
kinda
know,
Stone
he's
hands.
like, kind of like bouncing off his hands, and then
Yeah.
he does that second like catch.
Yeah.
If you watch all his drills in camp this year, the ball hits his hands and just stops. And that's what he's supposedly been
that's
working on, to
interesting.
make his
Yeah.
hands just like breaks.
Because if he cuts down on the drops, he's a much better receiver than
Yeah.
he's been in the past.
Yep.
Because that was his issue.
He's probably back to, like, rookie year.
Yeah.
Slayton.
Our
Yeah.
top 3 has been shaking out so far as Hyatt, Campbell, and
Ooh.
Slayton.
Yeah.
Yeah. Did that happen already? That happened a while ago, right?
I believe so. Did that just break? If it just broke, Geno Smith 3 years, $75 million extension.
I guess it was a couple of days ago.
Okay.
Oh,
Boo.
damn it.
Either way,
That's really recent because I don't remember seeing that.
either way. Real quick,
Okay.
Geno Smith will all drop a quick opinion. I don't get the hype. I still think he sucks. Ryan Fitzpatrick had a year just like this on the Jets, and that's it.
But
Greg?
good for you, Gino. Yeah.
Yeah, good
Gino,
for you.
1 year flash in the
You
pan.
stretched it out, yeah. And now you have a franchise single season record over Russell Wilson. So
All right, so Bobby Skinner tweeted this through 7 practices in 11-on-11 drills. Here's the catches everyone has. Darren Waller has 14.
okay.
Darius Slayton has 12. Barkley has 10. Paris Campbell has 8. Hodgins has 7. Bellinger has 4. Hyatt has 3.
Really?
Beasley has 2. And there's 6 players with 1.
I feel like
Well,
I've seen
Hyatt's catches have been,
their highlight reels.
Yeah.
yeah.
Supposedly today he had 2 touchdowns.
I thought he had like a dozen.
I think he's doing a lot of his damage in 7-on-7.
Yeah.
Well, we can just jump right into Hyatt here and just
Yeah. Yeah, he's very fast.
yeah.
They had him clocked at 24 miles an hour, which is the fastest in the league. Because
I think when I scouted him, I said he was fast too. So
Also, too,
No big deal.
Don't be shocked if Hyatt is like not in on as many plays as you think he would be when the season starts. I feel like some people are going to freak out.
It might be like
but
a
I think
Wandale
the
situation.
combinations and like those routes are going to be.
They're going to ease him in. They're
Yeah,
not.
those are like really
Wandale, where
difficult.
around like week 5 or 6,
Yeah.
maybe he'll start to get full snaps.
Yeah, like
the Buffalo game, I think,
Yeah.
is when I
in
said
college,
it's
he's
gonna
like running like
break out.
one read.
Yeah.
and then
Yeah.
Well, that's why that Cowboys coach said, "Oh, you know what you are," and Hyatt looked at him like, "What the fuck does that mean?"
yeah, right. Well, that guy's just a dick.
I also love that it was a Cowboys coach,
I know,
Right?
it's the best.
because now that there's twice a year where he's got extra motivation.
I know.
I might bet him anytime touchdown week 1.
I'd like it.
Ooh,
And
I
could
like that.
I could see
Yeah.
Dable doing that.
Somebody
too.
get the odds on that.
like
Somebody
before-
get the
like,
odds on that.
before the game, being like, "You're getting a touchdown today," because
Yeah.
fuck them.
Oh yeah,
That's such a Brian Dable move.
he did have one freak out in camp I saw so far.
Yeah.
which I love.
Yeah.
when
Oh,
he
yeah.
freaks out. Yeah,
But he just looks like he's in control and not like Judge or anything. You zoomed in way too far. Deshaun Jackson. That's his comp. Okay,
Yeah.
if he's Deshaun Jackson,
if he's
I'll take
Deshaun
it.
Jackson, I'll take that all day.
Yeah.
Because Deshaun Jackson in his prime was a
He had a
1,000-yard receiver.
He had a 2 to 3 year stretch where he was
Yeah.
an
But the
absolute
thing is,
killer.
Deshaun Jackson's not a tall guy like Hyatt.
Nah.
Hyatt's what, 6'1", 6'2"?
Was Deshaun like 5'10"?
Yeah, I think
I think
Six-
Deshaun's like 5'10", 5'11".
Yeah.
So Hyatt can get up a
It's
little
a little
bit.
more shifty.
How old is Deshaun Jackson now? Damn. And how tall is he? 5'11". Okay.
It
And I
kind of
think
makes me upset that Deshaun Jackson is not that much older than us.
Yeah.
I feel like he should be like 40.
Yeah, we're watching him when we were in high school.
Yeah.
This dude's like basically close to our age.
Oh yeah,
He
I was
straight up-
at that game.
The punt.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, I love how we all say that game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
that game.
The
And my
Matt-
dad
the
actually
Matt
stayed.
Dodge game.
He stayed for that.
Well, we were also in a box. So.
Oh, well, there you
Oh,
go.
okay.
The one game he stays for, and it was that one.
Yeah.
He's only 6 foot. Oh, okay.
He looks bigger.
Yeah, he's lanky.
Yeah.
But I mean, I love how the offense is shaping out.
Hey, you got to be happy. I mean,
Yeah,
you haven't heard. I mean, remember the noise we heard last year of like DJ doesn't look good. Like he's
Yep.
not
Yeah.
like
Dable sabotaging him.
because I think
Oh yeah, Tyrod Taylor getting first team
Yep.
work.
yeah, like all that stuff, like all that bullshit.
Yeah.
you know, but got to be happy with it.
Yeah, so far so good. We'll
Yeah.
see how the preseason looks with Tyrod throwing to these guys, running the offense.
Yep.
And I will say that Dimes is in full effect.
Yes.
So if Tyrod can hit spots, DJ will be hitting spots.
100%.
The throws he's making in camp on the sideline where it's put where only like defensive backs couldn't get a hand on it if they
Yeah.
wanted
Yep.
to. I'm very excited. I think it's like a 9-10 win season only because the schedule's harder. We'll be better, but the schedule's harder, so it's kind of going to even itself out.
Yeah.
We'll have
Don't
nine-
be surprised if the Giants lose like 4 out of 6 in a stretch.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
the schedule's
don't
crazy.
be shocked.
Yeah,
For sure.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's gonna be tough. I mean,
you have to start 2-1 to have a chance to be.
I
mid-season.
think this is the most important Dallas game on Sunday night that we've had
Yes.
in a long time.
win week 1.
This
and
is
set a tone.
In my opinion, it's almost a must
Yeah.
win,
I think,
or
I
as
think,
close as you can.
I think you're right, Connor. I think like week 4 through like the Jets game is just a brutal stretch.
Very
of teams.
difficult. Very difficult.
It's the Niners week 3, and then it gets rough.
And the Niners,
Gets
who
ugly.
knows what they're going to be because Purdy may not be.
I could also see it being like that week 1 Titans win, where like everyone
Yeah, it
Yeah.
it could be like that week
Yeah.
1 Titans win, but again,
But the Giants go on the road for
Cardinals,
that, right?
It's going to be a blowout.
yeah,
It's tough.
Camp,
Tough trip.
Camp is very exciting so far.
Yep.
I'm
Very happy.
very happy with how it's turning out. Coaching has been fantastic. Shane has made, in my opinion, all the right moves.
Yep.
DJ looks great. Receivers look great. Waller may win Offensive Player of the Year.
Ooh, bold. Let's write
Yeah,
that down.
write that
Wow.
down.
Wow.
Listen, if anyone on the team could do it, it would be him.
Fair enough.
Could you not
What's today's
see-
date?
August 3rd.
August
Oh,
3rd.
sorry. Could you
What
not see
time is
Waller
it?
dropping like 1,200 yards, 13, 14 touchdowns?
I'd love
I
it.
would freak
There's
out.
the problem is there's going to be a receiver that puts up the same numbers,
Yeah.
but
I'm also pissed we didn't get Calvin Ridley.
Oh.
yeah, he's
That
going
was-
to go.
That was a sneaky
Did you
move.
see that one play? Was it Zay Jones ran that one route and Ridley ran the same route in like
Oh,
half the
yeah.
time?
God.
That was insane.
That's a dog.
I'm glad I
Nasty.
kept him in my dynasty league. But anyway, that's an episode.
That is.
We are officially back. Our
Yes.
plan for the season is we're going to do a pre-game episode.
Yep.
Ideally, the Thursday before Sunday games.
Yep.
And if it's a Thursday game, maybe that Thursday or Wednesday.
We'll figure it out, and we'll keep you guys posted.
And then we will be doing a post game. So
I think we might try to at some point during the season. Not quite sure. Try to maybe introduce some video.
yes,
Yeah.
See what we can do.
yeah, we got to figure out a setup and where to put the
Because
camera
maybe
and everything
we'll,
like that.
we
and
might
we'll
be
have a
remote
tailgate
sometime,
pod
so
for one of the games.
we'll definitely get
Yeah,
a
yeah.
One of
tailgate
the
pod
games.
for sure.
Yeah,
We'll
but
try to
expect
figure
as
that
soon
out,
as
but
week 1 starts, September 10th, 2 episodes a week.
expect a lot of content.
Yeah.
'Cause
Oh, yeah.
This is
Yep.
This is where we're gonna.
This
really
is
try
where
to
we
lean in.
shine.
Yep.
Through preseason, it should be 1 episode a week. If we're bored, maybe we do a second. If
Yep.
there's a lot of news. But yeah, we're going to be very active on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook over the next couple weeks, posting a lot of clips
Yep. Tune
from
in.
other
comment.
accounts that are way more advanced with media than we are. So, well, I mean, those guys work with actual media companies.
And
Yeah.
those are their full time.
They
jobs
sold
too.
out.
Yeah.
Yeah, they sold out.
Yeah.
We're,
Yeah.
we're,
Yeah.
we're
We're
independent.
doing it for the glory.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
We're doing it for the love of the game.
That's what it is. Yeah. Yeah.
But yeah, so just stay tuned, share us to your friends as football season gets going, and
Take it easy. Take it easy.
Take it easy.